In a traditional preschool and kindergarten classrooms, the children have a variety of toys available to use for imaginative play such as clothing for dress-up, baby dolls, and play kitchens. In a Montessori classroom, the children are introduced to a variety of practical life lessons throughout the year. Some of these lessons involve sorting, spooning, tonging, pouring, woodworking, folding, polishing, and sewing.
In a Montessori classroom, a lesson is given with the aim of developing a particular skill. Each skill is purposeful and meant to prepare the child for life. For example, one of our earliest lessons is opening and closing containers. Mastery of this skill allows the child to implement this task independently during lunch and snack. While there are similarities between materials in traditional and Montessori classrooms, their intended purposes differ.
Dress-up clothes are used in traditional schools as a way for children to role-play. In a Montessori classroom, the children practice folding real clothes and pairing socks. They also use dressing frames to practice fastening buttons, zippers, Velcro, laces, buckles, and even safety pins. These skills help them work towards dressing themselves independently one day.
Play kitchens are used in traditional schools for pretend play. In a Montessori classroom, children practice skills that they would use in a real kitchen, such as pouring, spooning, tonging, using a funnel, using a spoon strainer, sorting silverware, grinding coffee, juicing lemons, cutting carrots, and grating cinnamon. Baby dolls are used in traditional classrooms for pretend play. In a Montessori classroom, baby dolls are used for baby washing and dressing. Some Montessori classrooms invite parents to bring in a real baby so the child can see how a real baby is washed and dressed. Then they can practice on the baby doll.
In traditional classrooms, the children have playtime and take turns in play centers. You may have heard us refer to our work cycle or describe a particular work your child has practiced The term work suggests a seriousness helping to reinforce the importance of each lesson and its purpose.
Work completed in a traditional classroom is typically viewed and corrected by the teacher. In a Montessori classroom, almost all lessons contain a control of error. A control of error allows the child to self-correct their work or to feel confident that they have completed a work correctly without teacher validation.
For example, when working with the cylinders, it is immediately obvious when one of the cylinders is not in the correct position. Many materials graduate from small to large, short to tall, narrow to wide, ensuring that each piece has its own exact place. When spelling words with the movable alphabet or matching labels to pictures, the child can self-correct by checking the backs of the cards. When spooning objects, the child can see that he or she is finished when all of the objects have been transferred from one bowl to the other.
Children in traditional classrooms are all the same age. Children stay in the same Montessori classroom up to 3 years. This is called the 3-year cycle. The Montessori 3-year cycle includes birth age 3, infant to toddler, ages 3 to 6 primary, ages 6 to 9 lower elementary, ages 9 to 12 upper elementary, and ages 12 to 15 adolescent.
Mixed age grouping allows the older children to help teach the younger children, which in turn helps reinforce what they've learned. The younger children look up to the older children as role models, and by observing them, they can have a view into their future and see what they are working towards.
With each year, the child is able to build on what they've learned in previous years to gain a deeper understanding of concepts.
The 3-year cycle also allows the time for the child to develop a strong bond with his or her teachers.
In traditional schools, subjects are taught in blocks. For example, 9 o'clock to 9:45 is math, 9:45 to 10:15 is reading. In a Montessori classroom, a work cycle can last up to 3 hours, and the child chooses what he or she wants to work on. A child may work on a dozen practical life activities or spend the entire work cycle on a complex math operation.
In a traditional classroom, teachers are required to cover a set of standards each year. In a Montessori classroom, lessons and units are based on the interests of the children. Materials are changed when the children no longer show interest. When children seem especially interested, extensions are provided. There is no set time for the length of a unit or the length of time a child is required to work on a particular skill. Children are able to work at their own pace and in their own way.
In traditional classrooms, you'll often see the walls filled with bright, colorful displays and children's artwork. But in Montessori classrooms, you'll notice natural colored walls and minimum displays. This will bring focus to the work on the shelves and limit distractions and overstimulation.
Traditional classroom teachers often use rewards and incentives to motivate children. Montessori education is built on intrinsic motivation, where children are motivated by autonomy, purpose, and mastery. A child is more likely to work meaningfully on something that they choose and that provides a sense of accomplishment and purpose. This, in turn, encourages the development of integrity.
Rather than using a sticker chart to incentivize behavior, Montessori educators rely on grace and courtesy lessons throughout the school year to empower children to solve their own social conflicts and to navigate the classroom peacefully. Motivation is fostered through continued accomplishments of practicing grace and courtesy.
I offer you peace. I offer you love. I offer you friendship. I hear your cry. I see your beauty. I feel your pain. This wisdom flows through that spirit within me. I salute that spirit in you. Let us work together in peace.